Hi, Mark Satterfield. Thanks for joining me. I want to talk today about how clients decide and one of the two components to that. As we've discussed in other videos and I've talked about before, there's really two criteria. Number one is, do you know your stuff? Are you somebody who's got the expertise, who can actually help me solve the kinds of problems I need to have solved? Second of all, what about you as a person? Are you the kind of person that I would enjoy working with? Do I think that you're going to be compatible? Do you wear well? Do you seem to be in sync with the way that I like to do business? So today, let's focus on the first one. How do you prove that you know your stuff? And not surprisingly, the answer is through content distribution. This is where your blog posts and your articles and your book, if you've written a book, your videos, your helpful hints, tactics, suggestions, ideas, putting those out on a regular and consistent basis, that's what builds up the credibility. That's what gets people to say, yeah, this is this is somebody that I think can help me. And, intellectually, we all know that. I'm not telling you anything you haven't heard before. But the question becomes, are you really doing it? Or is what you're putting forth more about your particular solution and trying to get people to talk to you about your solution and how you can help? There's no way somebody's going to want to sign up for a free consultation. There's no way that they're going to hire you if they've never heard of you. And if they've never heard of you, the big part there is, I don't know if you know your stuff. I have no idea if you're an A player, a B player, or a C player. The only way that I'm going to be able to determine that, the prospective client, the only way I'm going to be able to determine that is by watching your videos, reading your blogs, listening to you, and going, yeah, this is somebody who's got a lot of good ideas. So what we want to do is we want to be putting that forth, and we want to be putting it forth on Facebook and LinkedIn and any other social media platforms that make sense for you. YouTube is mostly a search engine, but you want to be there if you're comfortable on camera. If you're not comfortable on camera, create PowerPoint or Keynote slide presentations. That way you can just record it. We still get the information out there. But content is key. And so what I'd like to have you do is to think about, what are the problems that your client faces for which you have solutions? What are the various components? What are the steps they have to go through in order to solve that particular problem? Then for each step, what is something that you can put together, some sort of advice that you can offer that will be helpful to them? And you want to be communicating both the totality of your solution, but then also very specific, helpful information along each step. And by doing that, first of all, it gives you a wealth of content. But second of all, it gets people to understand and appreciate the fact that you have a solution and you have this depth of knowledge. So I would encourage you to map that out, start to put together, presentations, start to write articles on it, distribute it on a very, very consistent and regular basis. And then what will happen is that you'll find, and it takes some time, but you will find that over time people will go, yeah, okay, this is somebody who I really think understands me. They get me. They understand the problems I'm facing, and they've got some good perspective. They got some good ideas. This is somebody that I should be talking to about taking when I'm ready to take action. So anyway, hope that makes sense. Hope it gives you some good food for thought. As always, I hope I have a chance to speak with you personally in the not too distant future. But until then, this is Mark Satterfield. Bye for now.